So Jimmy's coach gets up and tells this story. He said, Jimmy DuBose and Vince Kendrick, they were the first round of big group of African American players to go to the University of Florida. Jimmy is president of an endowment to honor the first two players. He's the president of that endowment now. He had to raise $100,000 to get a perpetual endowment for Leonard George and Willie Jackson. So we're at the event honoring all of this up at the Swamp. They made the basketball stadium like into a ballroom and everything. And Coach Dickey tells this story. He said, in 72, we were having race riots, and we were also feeling the effects of Vietnam because the president was doing a drawdown, but it was still, you know. And he said, all of my Black players got in line to go home. And somebody told me, and I ran up there. And he said, I grabbed Jimmy DuBose and I said to him, Jimmy, you get out of this line. I promised your mother and the Bull Gators in Sarasota, Art Johnson, a big lawyer, Jimmy's brother works at that law firm now, that I was going to take care of you, and you've lost your scholarship to FAMU. And so he said he pulled all the players in, he had a meeting with them, and he said, what can I do to keep y'all here? Because I made promises to your parents. And Jimmy said, well, big part of the problem is there are Black girls here. And we're already having race riots, and we can't date white girls. Shirley said, and he said, I will get some Black girls. In 1973, I'll get them. Shirley said Miriam Staley, who was the guidance counselor at Pensacola High School, we had already integrated. That would be like Plant High School today, Pensacola High School. Reuben Askew, governor, graduated from that school. That's the kind of school it was. Tapped Shirley on the shoulder and said, Shirley, you think you can get a group of Black girls to the University of Florida? And Shirley said, I looked at her and said, my daddy said, that's where I'm going. She said, well, I got some scholarship money for a group of girls. 8 of us went. I'm married to Jimmy, that played for the Gators. Shirley's married to Alvin, who played for the Gators. My friend Pat Moore is married to Nat Moore, who played for the Gators and the Dolphins. So we all went to the University of Florida, but we went basically with afros because that's what girls wore. And I'll send you some of my afro pictures.